Hey everybody, it's Keely. For today's prenatal sequence, it's going to be a little more gentle than what we're used to. We still will do some balancing, but we're going to do a lot of seated, a lot of what we call like wind removing, releasing, especially in our joints. So for today, I recommend 2 blocks. If you have the 2 blocks, one forward, one to the back, and also a blanket or two. We're going to start in an easy seat. The easy seats, whatever's comfortable for you. You can sit up on a block, you can sit up on a blanket, maybe a pillow. I'm going to put a blanket underneath my bottom, and we're going to be seated for a little bit today before we get really flowing. So once you find your easy seat, let your shoulders relax down. Let your hands rest on your knees. Close your eyes and breathe. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Again, deep inhale. Sigh it out. Now coming into our Ujjayi breathing, we'll inhale for 3 through the nose. We'll exhale for 3 through the nose. Slowly begin to inhale for 3. Keep breathing in on 2. All the way in on 1. And slowly through your nose, exhale for 3. Keep exhaling on 2. Completely on 1. Again, inhale for 3. And exhale for 3. Continue that rhythm in your breath pattern. Be sure that your shoulders are right on top of your hips, your spine is long, chin's off your chest, chin's parallel to the earth. Continue to breathe. You can stick with your counts of 3, maybe take it up to 4 or 5. Just be sure to equal out 4 inhales with 4 exhales, 5 and 5, so on and so on. Let everything just be. Relax it all. Go ahead and take one more breath in. Full breath out. Allow your eyes to flutter open. We're going to come into hip or torso circles. So they can be big, they can be small. We'll start going counterclockwise and just breathe normally. Go forward and then come back. Nice and slow, steady. Just warming up your hips and your joints. After you went a bunch of times one way, be sure to counter it out. Make sure you're still breathing. You can keep that nostril breathing. You can do inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, whatever's comfortable, whatever's easy for you. And then once you're balanced out on your hip circles, you'll make your way to center. Come into some neck rolls. Let your chin come to your chest. And let your right ear come to your right shoulder. Inhale, release down. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Continue that movement. Nice and slow. Feeling free to hold wherever you might have tension, wherever you might need that extra stretch, back of the neck. Maybe one of the sides of your neck. And we still want a long spine with our shoulders relaxing from our ears. Be here for 3, 2, on 1, gently release. Bring your head to stack and extend your legs long in front of you. Okay? So right now we're in Dandasana, which is an L shape in the body. Your feet can be as wide as you need them to be. I'm going to start with ankle flexions. So on your inhale, point your toes forward. On your exhale, flex them back towards you. Inhale and exhale. 3 more times with your own breath. When you're done with your flexes, point the toes and circle them clockwise. It can just be a nice, easy breath. Notice how many times you're circling through the ankles. And once you go a couple of times one way, be sure to counter it out, counterbalance it out, circling the other way. Keep the toes pointed. Toes point towards you, toes point away. And once that's balanced out, we're going to find Baddha Konasana, or butterfly pose. You're going to bring the soles of your feet together. Your heels can be really close to you, they can be far away, whatever's comfortable. Okay? Your knees might not touch the mat like mine. If you want to, you can put some blocks right underneath them so there's a little more support. Okay? Just letting the hips open gently, letting the inner thighs open gently. You can stay upright, shoulders relaxed. We're going to keep a flat back no matter what. If you do want to come forward, feel free to come slightly forward, engage the belly, keep the back nice and long. If it feels good, close your eyes. Notice your breath count. How long does it take to come in? Keep the same way on the exhale. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Take one more breath in. Full breath out. If you are forward, come back up. If you had the blocks, place them to the side. We're going to work into our wrists, into our elbows, into our shoulders. Okay? So we're going to come onto our shins. Again, if you want blankets under your knees, go for it. Now when we're on our shins, you can have bottom to your heels, or for a little more core stability, you can come up onto your knees. Your knees can be as wide as you need them to be for the balance. Your toes can be tucked, tops of the feet can be flat. We're going to take our arms in front of us. Just like we did with our ankles, we're going to do the same thing with our wrists. So on your inhale, they point forward. On your exhale, flex them back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times. In. Out. Twice more. One more. Wrist circles. We'll start going clockwise. Continue the breath in through your nose. It can be out through your mouth. Your hands can be in fists when you're going. Notice how many times you're going one direction. And then be sure to take it to the other side. While you're in this upright position, if you are in the upright position, keep elongating your tailbone. Pull the belly in towards your spine. Relax the shoulders down. Wrists come to stillness. Palms are parallel to the earth, fingers reaching long, shoulders back and down. We're going to do lateral twists with our arms. So on your exhale, palms flip up. Inhale, turn them down. Again, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more times. In. And out. Continue moving with your breath. Take it one more time. Meet with your palms facing up. Elbow extensions. We're going to bend at the elbows, but keep them as high as the shoulders. Fingertips will touch your shoulders. On your exhale, fingertips touch the shoulders. Inhale, extend them. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 3 more times with your own breath. Belly still keeping strong. On your last one, keep your fingers on your shoulders. Open the elbows up. Your fingers are lightly on the shoulders. Shoulder rolls. We'll start going forward. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale down. 3 more. After your third, come back and take it the other direction. So inhale, shoulders back and down. Bring them forward. Do that one more time. And release. You can shake out your arms, shake out your legs if that feels good. Wiggle the hips. We're going to come into tabletop position. We're going to build our core strength here. Okay. So our core, we're going to get the front, we're going to get our back as well. Tabletop position, your wrists and shoulders will stack, knees and hips will stack. Again, if you need some padding under the knees, grab a blanket. If you need some padding under the hands, you can also roll up your mat so you have a little extra padding for your wrists. For our tabletop position, our back should be flat like a tabletop. Belly should be engaged. I know it's hard to pull baby all the way in, especially if you have a big belly like mine, but continue to keep that core engagement nice and strong. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, wrap the baby. It just means nice tight abs. Again, inhale. Exhale. Building up to a leg extension. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull belly in, extend your left toes back, and maybe they come up. Okay. Back stays flat. Keep pulling the belly in. Be here for 3, 2, inhale, release. Exhale, belly tight. Again, inhale. Exhale, belly button pulls in. Extend the right toes. Maybe they lift up if the other side lifted as well. Squeeze your glute muscle. Okay? Think about keeping the right hip down as best as you can. Keep pulling the belly in. Back is still flat. Here, breathing for 3, 2, on 1, release the knee. Do hip circles. Send them back, bring them forward. 3 one way, 3 the other. And then we're going to build up from there. We're going to come into bird dog without a crunch. Feel free just to keep with those extensions. Okay. Take an inhale. On your exhale, core is tight, core is engaged. Left foot extends, maybe it lifts. Right arm extends. On your exhale, squeeze the glute, lift the arm. Inhale, tap them down. Exhale, lift, squeeze. Inhale, down. Take that 3 more times. Hold on, 3, 2, release. On to the other side. Take an inhale. On your exhale, engage. Right leg extends. Left arm can extend. Inhale, we'll lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 3 more times with your own breath. Hold on, 3, 2, gently release. Bring your big toes to touch. Child's pose. So for child's pose, you can grab a block or blanket to put under your forehead, especially if your belly's hanging low. And we're just going to rest here for a little bit. Your arms can be long. They can be by your side. Just breathe. What's nice about child's pose, it helps to elongate our pelvic floor, helping us get ready for birth. Let your shoulders be relaxed. Let your jaw be soft. Let your eyes be closed. We're going to stay here for 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, engage your core. Come back to table. We're going to find our way into yogi squat. So you bring your right foot forward and then your left. I'm going to face you. You don't need to face me. So in our yogi squat, you can find a block or two. Put them underneath your bottom if needed. Keep the feet flat. Again, not flat, take them as wide as you need to. Pull the belly in, lift up that mula bandha, that pelvic floor. Use your elbows to open up. Hands to heart center. Eventually your spine will be nice and straight, nice and tall. Shoulders on top of the hips. Just relax here. If you've lost your breath, come right back to it. Notice how long your inhales are. This time, make the exhales longer. So let's do that together. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3. Exhale slowly for 4. All about your control. Your body, your baby, your practice, your breath, your control. Continue that rhythm in your breathing. So I will count down, but that's not counting your breaths. Here for 3, 2. Allow your right hand to come down, maybe just the fingertips, and then left arm up and over for a side stretch. Keep using that right elbow to open up your leg. Inhale brings you through center, switching sides. Left fingertips light on the mat, right arm up and over. Inhale back to center. Root down your feet, the 4 corners, especially your heels and your big toes, and slowly rise on up. Shaking it out. So if your blocks got all over the place like mine, make sure you have 1 forward, 1 back. We're going to come to the top of our space, coming into some balancing. Top of our space, we're in mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet can be as wide as you need in the V. Shoulders are relaxed. Tailbones down, chins parallel, belly strong. Take an inhale. Take the exhale. 1 more time, breath in. Breathe it out. Inhale, light on the left toes. Exhale, step it back to a lunge. In your lunge, feel free to drop the back knee or keep it lifted. We want right knee on top of the right arch, right big toe pressing down. Make sure right knee, right toes are facing forward. On your exhale, warrior 2, drop the back foot. Bend into the right knee. Your left hip slightly forward as your right knee opens up, outer side of the right foot. Torso and hips stack. Arms reach forward. Look over your front finger. A strong warrior 2. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your thighs towards one another. Flip your front palm, radiate. Reverse your warrior. Hand can be on the thigh or maybe to the hip. On your next exhale, side angle. Your right elbow can come to your thigh, to the inner part of your thigh. You can even grab a block. Okay, no collapsing. You're working on your glutes here, your hamstring, your inner thigh. You can let your left arm come up. You let your heart rotate up, left hip down. You can even let your left hand come behind you. Your eyes can look over your shoulder. They can look down to where your fingers are, where your block is. Keep pressing down the right big toe. Your breath can be in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing for 3, 2. Take an inhale. Exhale brings you back to warrior 2. Nice and strong. Core strength. Slowly pick up the back heel. Pivot forward so you're back to that lunge. I'm going to move my block off to the side. Warrior 3. Your hands can come to heart center. They can stay reaching forward or down by the side. Press into your right big toe, then lift the back leg. Don't worry about how high that back leg is. Maybe it's still grazing the mat behind you. Maybe it does lift up. Do worry about that left hip staying down. Core strength here. Press down the right big toe. Your hands can even come to baby. Shoulders down the back. Here for 3. If you need a wall, grab that wall. 2. And then stand tall, let it go, shake it out. Back to Tadasana, but this time, hip circles. Feet as wide as you need them to be. I'm going to start by going clockwise. As big as circles as you need. And just letting your breath go. Big circles or small circles. Once you got up to 5, make sure you counterclockwise. When you're balanced out, find your stillness. I'm going to face the other way, just so you can see my face and not my back. We're going to do the same flow. Take a deep breath in. Take that exhale. Take an inhale light on the right toes. Exhale brings you back to that lunge. So the right foot steps back this time. Left knee bending. Left knee and left toes facing the front or the back of your space in my case. Left knee's on top of the arch. Okay? Think about the hips being parallel to the top of your space. Take that inhale. The exhale, right hip drops back. Right heel drops down. Okay? Coming into your warrior 2. You might need a bigger stance here. You might not want a big bend in your knee. It's up to you however your body feels. That left knee should be on the arch no matter what. The left knee should track your left toe, pinky toe. Right hip can be slightly forward, but let your right shoulder be back. Arms long, arms parallel to the earth, strong arms. Look over your front finger. Okay, and just like the other side, strong legs, that's your foundation. Root down through all 4 corners of the feet. Even press down that outer edge of the back foot. Glutes are engaged, legs are engaged, your belly's engaged, arms are strong, but your jaw is soft. Setting up for our side angle, but first reverse, flip the front palm, radiate. Hand to the hip or to the thigh. Stretching through the left side, making space. Take one more inhale. Exhale for your side angle. Bring your left elbow to your thigh, to your inner thigh. You're going to do the same placement you did on the other side to keep the balance. Left knee still bending. Belly's opening up, heart's opening up. Hand to the hip, hand up, or maybe behind your back. Continue breathing here. Keeping both feet into the earth. Keeping your shoulders away from your chin, away from your ears. Breathing here. Left elbow helps to open up your left inner thigh to get a little more stretch there. We're here for 3, 2. Take a breath in. On your exhale, activate your core nice and tight. Rise on up, back to warrior 2. From your warrior 2, pick up your back heel, back to that lunge. If you had a block, gently remove it to the side. Coming into our warrior 3. Again, hands can be heart center. They can be long by your side. They can be up by your ears. Inhale, breathing. And on your exhale, bring your torso forward. Think about flexing right toes towards you. Right hip down. Remember, toes can be low. They can be high. Torso does not need to be parallel to the earth. You do have extra weight there. Keep pressing down the left big toe. If you need a wall, you go find the wall. Fire up that standing supporting leg. Maybe you lift up that left kneecap. Flex the right toes. Get that glute on fire. We're here for 3, 2. On 1, shake it out. Whew. Once that's all nice and shaken, go ahead, find a seat. We're going to make our way into half pigeon. Before we get into half pigeon, we're going to go through a different breathing technique. It's like a humming bee technique, a humming breath. So you're going to inhale, but you're going to keep your mouth closed, and on your exhale, you're going to hum. So, inhale, and then you hum again with your lips closed. Gives you like little vibrations in your lips, in your throat. It's supposed to help relax you, especially when you're going through labor. We're going to start with our half pigeon. You can have a block, you can have a blanket. If you do not like half pigeon, here's the first pose you can do instead. A seated figure 4 where you cross the right ankle, plant the left foot, and bring your bottom close to the heel. You're still going to get that same hip stretch. I'm going to take half pigeon. So for half pigeon, I'm going to keep my right shin forward. Take my left leg long behind me. Eventually your right shin will be parallel to the top of your mat. If it's not there today, that's fine. If you notice your hip is up really high behind you, put a block or blanket underneath that hip. You can also bring a block in front of you. Feel free to stay upright with your toes long behind you. The right toes, the ones that's bent with the knee, flex them towards you or point them, keep them active. Take an inhale. Stay upright or find your sleeping pigeon. Once you're in there, once you're nice and comfy, come into that humming breathing. So start with an inhale. On the exhale, keep the lips shut and hum. You can continue that breathing. I'm going to go silent so I don't annoy you with my breath. And continue to breathe. Be where you are for 3, 2. If you're folded forward in your sleeping pigeon, begin to rise on up. Okay. Gently come to one side. You might want to shake out your legs. It's up to you. It's not vigorous, just enough to get that blood flowing again. Okay. And we're going to take this on the other side. So if you did a seated figure 4, you'll do a seated figure 4 again. If you did half pigeon, do half pigeon again. And if you did that breathing with the humming, do that again too. So I will start with that breathing as well and then go silent. So this time, if you're taking the half pigeon, your left shin will come forward. The right leg will go long. Again, if you need a blanket underneath your bottom, do so, or a block. You can also have a block in front of you. Once you find that position, notice if there's any tension. Your shoulders should be relaxed, your jaw should be soft. You just feel it in your left leg. Be mindful of your leg. Your left toe should be flexing or pointed to keep them active. Your right leg should be long, toes growing long too. Once you're comfy, you can come into that breath. Take an inhale. Continue with that breath as I go silent. Be here for 3, 2, 1. Gently walk yourself upright. From here, we put our legs up the wall. So you can scoot close by to the wall. Remember, I like to have my blanket underneath my torso, just because my belly gets in the way. You don't need to be super close to the wall, because remember, we still have to come down from the wall. I'm going to scoot over to my wall by my diaper pail. I'm going to come down on my left side. And then I'm going to put my feet up. Remember, this is for relaxation, reversing the blood flow. If at any time it's uncomfortable, come to lay on your left side. Your hands can be on belly, on baby, they can be off to the side. And just breathe. Just letting the blood reoxygenate. And a little inversion here. Help relax you, help calm you. Here's another good opportunity for the control of your breath. You can take those long inhales with those longer exhales. Maybe you keep the rhythm, keeping it balanced, inhales and exhales equaling out. Decide how you want to breathe for the next couple of minutes here in this posture. Keep following your breath as I go silent. Continue your breathing. I'm going to count down from 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Gently, slowly, bend your knees to bring your feet flat to the floor. Slowly come to your left side. And feel free to stay here on your left side in your Shavasana, grabbing blankets. If you want to be on your mat, feel free to be on your mat as well. Grabbing blankets, maybe pillows, using your left bicep as a pillow. Just letting everything melt away. You can stay here as long as you want to. If your hips are kind of bothering you, you can put a block or another blanket between your knees. And start with that body scan, starting at your toes, moving into your heels, your ankles, your knees, your hips, your belly, your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your neck, your jaw, and the eyes just close, letting everything just be. Staying here as long as your body needs to. Remembering to keep being good to yourself, keep eating healthy, drink well, sleep well. Namaste.